Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into some exciting news that's shaking up the Street Outlaws world. Kye Kelley, one of the most iconic names in no-prep and outlaw drag racing, is officially building a brand new pro mod. That's right, the Can't Get Right Camaro, the same car that turned heads with its record-setting runs and steel roof dominance, has been stripped down, gutted, and its heart, that monstrous screw-blown combo, is being transplanted into something entirely new. Now, before we get into the details, let's rewind the clock for a second. Over the past few years, Kye Kelley has been one of the most relentless competitors in Street Outlaws and No Prep Kings. He's the kind of racer who doesn't back down from a challenge, and when others switch combinations or chase trends, Kye doubles down on perfecting his craft. His Can't Get Right Camaro wasn't just fast, it was legendary. Running a 3.59 at over 207 miles per hour in good air, it proved a steel-bodied car could hang with and even beat full-blown pro mods. But as the competition evolves, so does Kye. So what's next for him? Well, this time, Kye isn't just tweaking a car, he's going all in on a purpose-built pro mod platform. And from what we know, it's going to be mean. The details are still under wraps, but what's confirmed is that the new car will feature the same screw-blown Hemi setup that powered Can't Get Right. Kye's not switching to turbo or procharger, he's sticking with what's proven and powerful. That's the Kye Kelley way. If it works, refine it, don't replace it. Now, this move is a big one, and it's strategic. You see, Can't Get Right was a beast in the NPK and pro mod scenes, but even with its aerodynamic design and relatively light steel body, it was still fighting physics. The shorter wheelbase, the heavier structure, those factors put it at a disadvantage against the long, carbon-bodied pro mods that dominate at IHRA and drag illustrated events. Kye knows this, and if he's going to keep up with the big names, guys like Ryan Martin, Nate Saylor, and others who are already building new cars, he needs a car that's built from the ground up for one purpose: to win at the pro mod level. So yes, Can't Get Right's drivetrain, the screw blower, transmission, and that beautiful power plant, has all been moved into this new chassis. Kye hasn't revealed what body style he's going with, and that's what's keeping fans on the edge of their seats. He's always been a Camaro guy, that's no secret. From the shocker to Can't Get Right, Kye and Camaros go hand in hand. But here's the twist, you don't really see third-gen Camaro Pro mod bodies out there. They just don't exist in the current pro mod scene. So, could Kye Kelley be breaking the mold and doing something entirely different? Or will he play it safe and go with a first-gen or fifth-gen Camaro like so many others? Honestly, I hope he surprises us. There are dozens of cookie-cutter Camaro Pro mods out there. But Kye's never been the kind of racer to blend in. He's the type to make a statement, and if there's anyone who could bring something different to the pro mod stage, maybe even a totally unexpected body style, it's him. Now, let's talk about why this move makes perfect sense. Kye's decision to move into a true pro mod comes right after the end of Street Outlaws, No Prep Kings as we know it. The speed promotion series that kept so many of these big-tire steel-bodied cars in competition has been shut down. That left racers like Kye in a bit of limbo. Sure, they had cars capable of dominating no prep, but where could they actually race competitively? The answer was clear: step into the IHRA and pro mod circuits, where the payouts are strong, the rules are stable, and the tracks are world-class. And that's exactly what Kye's doing. He's already been running in IHRA events and has proven that his combination can hang with, and even beat, purpose-built pro mods. At Dragway 42, for example, he qualified in the top 6 with a 3.66 and went rounds deep into the semifinals, losing by mere inches to another 3.66 car. That's not just impressive, that's proof of potential. And if Can't Get Right could do that as a steel car, imagine what Kye can do with a full carbon pro mod. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. Kye isn't walking away from his roots. Even though he's moving into the pro mod ranks, he's keeping that screw-blown Hemi setup, a combination that has defined his racing identity over the past few years. While others chase new technology, Kye's building on what he knows. That's the mark of a veteran, someone who doesn't need to reinvent himself to stay competitive, just sharpen what's already proven deadly. It's also worth noting that he's not alone in this transition. Ryan Martin is rumored to have his own new Pro Mod Camaro in the works. Nate Saylor's just completed his screw-blown Mustang Pro Mod. And other familiar Street Outlaws faces are joining the IHRA and Drag Illustrated Winter Series circuits. It's like a whole new era of Street Outlaws energy is being reborn in professional drag racing. Same fierce personalities, same rivalries, but now on an even bigger, faster stage. Kye's already locked in plans to race at the Drag Illustrated World Series of Pro Mod this winter, and the first event of the IHRA Pro Mod Winter Series is just around the corner in December, the Snowbird Nationals. That's the same race he won last year, believe it or not, with Can't Get Right. But this year, he'll be returning to defend his title, only this time, in a car designed specifically for this battlefield. What's also cool is that Kye's been transparent with his fans. He's not just building a race car, he's documenting the process, giving fans an inside look at what it takes to go from concept to competition at the highest level of drag racing. And let me tell you, this isn't just another build. This is Kye Kelley building his legacy beyond Street Outlaws. The way he sees it, this next step isn't about leaving behind the past, it's about evolving it. He's still got that Mississippi grit, that small-town fire that made him a fan favorite from the very first Street Outlaws appearance. But now, he's turning that energy into something even bigger, a career that stands on its own in professional motorsports. And let's not forget, even though he's diving into the pro mod scene, Kye isn't done with small tire or no prep racing either. He's still got Shocker and plans to keep it active. That means we'll probably see him mixing it up in both worlds, running with the pros on the prep tracks and hitting the sketchy no-prep surfaces that built his reputation. So here's the bottom line. Kye Kelley is leveling up. He's taking the same screw-blown combination that's made him a household name, dropping it into a brand new Pro Mod chassis, and stepping onto the biggest stage in drag racing. Can't Get Right may be retired, but its spirit, that relentless drive, that fight against all odds, is living on in this next chapter. And let's be honest, when Kye Kelley makes a move like this, it sends ripples across the entire Street Outlaws community. This isn't just another racer swapping chassis or upgrading parts. This is one of the original heavy hitters, one of the faces of the show and one of the best to ever drive a big tire car, making the leap into the top-tier pro mod world. When Kye commits to something, it's because he sees the bigger picture. He's not chasing the hype, he's chasing the future of his racing career. Now, think about the timing of all this. The no-prep Kings era may be slowing down, at least for now, but the spirit of competition among these racers is stronger than ever. The shift towards sanctioned pro mod racing under organizations like the IHRA and the Drag Illustrated World Series isn't just coincidence, it's evolution. Racers like Kye have proven that they can build, tune, and drive with the best in the world, even when they're running cars that aren't purpose-built for those classes. So naturally, the next step is to show what they can do when they do have the right equipment, when every inch of their car is engineered for one goal, going faster than ever before. And Kye's no stranger to adapting. Remember when he started out with the Shocker, running heads up on sketchy, unprepped backroads? He built that car himself, learned how to tune it himself, and turned it into one of the most recognizable machines on Street Outlaws. Then came Can't Get Right, which took that same underdog determination and transformed it into a legitimate powerhouse capable of competing with pro mods. That car became a symbol of how far Kye had come, from the streets of Mississippi to the national stage. Now, with this new pro mod, he's completing that evolution. And what's even more exciting is that Kye isn't just following the crowd, he's leading it. Sure, Ryan Martin, Nate Saylor, and others are building new pro mods, but Kye's commitment to the screw-blown combo sets him apart. That setup isn't easy to master. It's violent, it's unpredictable, and it takes real seat time and mechanical understanding to get it right. Most racers would rather go for the smoother, more forgiving Procharger or turbo setups. But not Kye. He thrives on taming the beast. That's why fans love him, because he's not afraid to push the limits of what his combination can do. And that's also what makes this new car so intriguing. We know it's going to be fast. But Kye's attention to detail, his insistence on keeping the screw blower, on keeping his signature power plant, and on building something that reflects his racing identity, tells you this isn't just a car built for competition. It's a car built for legacy. This is going to be the car that defines the next chapter of his career, the one that solidifies his place among the greats, not just in Street Outlaws, but in professional drag racing as a whole. We can already imagine how big this reveal is going to be once Kye shows off the car. Fans will be glued to their screens waiting to see what body style he went with, what color scheme he picked, and how it sounds when that screw blower whines for the first time down the track. It's going to be one of those moments where the entire racing community pauses, just to see what Kye Kelley has cooked up next. And you can bet he's going to make sure it's worth the wait. On top of that, Kye's transition to a full-time pro mod racer could open new doors beyond the races themselves. Sponsorship opportunities, higher profile appearances, even crossover events between Street Outlaws and professional racing circuits. The potential is endless. Fans are hungry to see their favorite outlaws go head-to-head with the biggest names in drag racing, and Kye's move might be the bridge that finally connects those worlds in a major way. But let's not forget where all this started. Kye's journey began with nothing more than a dream, a beat-up Camaro, and the kind of drive that can't be taught. Every car he's built has been a reflection of that hunger, to prove himself, to push harder, to go faster. This new pro mod isn't the end of that story, it's the next chapter. And if history has shown us anything, it's that when Kye Kelley builds something new, the rest of the field better start paying attention. Because once he hits that track, it's not just about running fast, it's about making history. So as we wait for the first glimpse of Kye Kelley's new pro mod, one thing's for sure, the outlaw spirit is alive and well. He's taking that street-born grit, that no-prep determination, and he's bringing it to one of the toughest racing platforms in the world. And when that car finally hits the line, fans will know they're not just watching another racer, they're watching a legend in motion.